from 1989. This is Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. Did you like I got the subtitle this time?
Yeah.
I think
you're doing your job.
I think it's Teenage Wasteland.
Teenage Wasteland.
Yeah, Teenage Wasteland. This was actually shot back to back with part 2.
Yeah,
this
like
came out,
really back to back.
Literally, they finished filming part 2 and then instantly started filming part 3.
Yeah, but not without the plan to necessarily do another one. So there's the note that the guy that does like the production design had literally the weekend between them to sort of plan it out. So that's why you can tell there's a bit of a quality drop from the second to the third one.
Yeah, because they just don't quite have enough time.
Yeah.
But I there's some things I like. This is my number 3.
That's my number 3.
There it is, buddy.
Yeah.
We always sync on one.
I think we're gonna have the rest of these gonna. Yeah, it better. It better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might have a hot take for you.
No,
I might have a very hot take. Yeah. So far, to be clear, my rankings have been 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
This is going to be.
Is it so? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you, as the man with a million hot takes, do you consider Sleepaway Camp 2 as being a number 1 pick as a hot take? And I put this question to the.
I think in this case, no, those aren't the hot takes. The hot takes are when you're like, Curse of Chucky is better than the original. The modern Halloween remakes are better than the part 1 and 2. Those are called hot takes. Halloween Resurrection. See, I remember all of these. I remember your fucking hot takes.
Buster Rhymes.
No, those are hot. Yeah, right. Those are called hot takes. Debating between 1 and 2, no, neither one of those would be hot takes because I think most people are going to say, honestly, it's probably split between 2 and 3. Maybe we should start between Sleepaway Camp 1 and Sleepaway Camp 2. Maybe we should start doing polls.
Yeah, could we add a poll to?
Yeah, I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I can.
Tell us which one is your favorite because I'm actually
go
interested
between
to know.
1 and I'm curious how many go with the classy or how many go with the schlock. Like what's the
it's so different. They're two different
totally
franchises,
very different. Yeah, and I'm not shitting on you for picking 2 and 3. Like I said, had I had the nostalgia for 2 and 3, I can totally see where I might have given them a little bit more. Yeah. They're more fun than Sleepaway Camp 1. Yeah. Sleepaway Camp 1's not a super fun movie. It's just Sleepaway Camp 1 is a more complete movie.
That's right. I will give you that.
2 and 3 are very incomplete, especially 3.
Yep.
Let's get into 3. Okay. So it opens with some attitude-y teenage girl waking up and getting dressed with her tiny tits out, complete with a tattoo of milk above one and shake above the other.
Very gratuitous. Like
it's like the opening shot.
Yeah, like completely unnecessary. They zoom right in on it. It tells you, I think, right away what you're getting with this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. She's then like arguing with her parents. She's like in her bedroom. She's arguing with her like loser parents through the wall, and she's like, I'm going away to camp.
That's it. I'm going to camp.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, good. Fuck off. Go to camp. Okay, cool. She then storms out and she walks outside, and now we're suddenly in an urban environment.
Yeah.
And she's walking through like the inner city streets. And for a second, I was like, oh, maybe you're going to do something new here. No, they don't do that. But for a minute, I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm always on I love the entries that try to do their own thing because then they always feel distinct. Yeah. As much as I don't really dig Return of the Living Dead 3, I like it in that it's very, like, I remember it.
It's a different place.
I remember it very much so of like, oh yeah, that's the one where they like try to weaponize the zombies and the military gets
science labs.
Right.
And,
2 is so forgettable in that franchise because it's like, it's just the PC version of 1. Yeah. Right. So when you try things, you have a little bit more identity.
I think this opening was done specifically to lend to the different groups of the campers that you're going to get. So that's why they have her.
That's the point. Yeah. So she's walking down the streets and then she gets run over by a garbage truck.
That's right.
What the fuck? A woman then pops out of the truck and shoves the dead girl's body into the back of the truck and crushes it. It's Angela. She's back. Once again, played by Pamela Springsteen. And then Angela is dressed up as the woman. Yeah. Like as the girl, I should say. And like her hair looks the same and she has like the same clothing on somehow. She doesn't steal her clothes, I don't believe. I think she already is dressed like the girl.
She knows exactly how she's going to come out.
Apparently. Yeah. A van then pulls up with New Horizons Camp on the side of it.
Yep.
And it picks up Angela and the van takes off, revealing graffiti on the wall. It says, do you remember what it says, Mark?
Angela's back.
Angela is back. Yeah. Boom. Cut to the title card and credits with, yet again, some ass-kicking metal music.
Yeah, that's good. Terrible credits, red text on a black background. At least there is a cool 80s rock song in the background.
Oh, it's another great banger of a rock song.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sleepaway Camp 3. That's literally what this is. That's it. It's just that's the opening of this. Cut to a news reporter interviewing Camp New Horizons owners, Herman and Lily, who are named after the Munsters characters. You mentioned that there's weird naming conventions in 2.
Yeah, the Brat Pack characters.
Yeah, this one also has some stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Who cares? Whatever.
It's just one of those things that
it's like trivia. It exists.
The director
for trivia.
or the writer likes to, hey, can I sneak this in? But it stands out.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Herman talks about their new concept for a summer camp where they're admitting half underprivileged kids, which the girl at the beginning was, and half rich kids. Sounds like a slam dunk idea, right. Herman. What could possibly go wrong? We're introduced to some of the well-off kids, including Marcia. And then we also meet some of the poor kids, including Angela, posing as Maria. So that was the girl
She's taking her place, yeah.
Yes, she took her place at the camp. And of course, everyone in this movie they're supposed to be playing teenagers. They all look like they're in the mid to late 20s.
These ones look really old.
Really old.
Yeah.
Like this one, these all look like Elm Street kids.
Yeah.
Very
That's
like
right.
late.
That's a good.
Very late 80s look to all of them. The reporter then drops some exposition explaining that Camp New Horizons is on the same land as Camp Rolling Hills, and 1 year has passed since Angela massacred everyone. So we're skipping ahead a year. The kids all then gather in the mess hall and start to get to know each other, which goes about as well as you would expect. Camp owner Lily reveals that the group, like the entire camp, is going to break into 3 separate smaller groups. And she also introduces the third camp counselor, Officer Barney Whitmore. Oh, so now we have a cop at the camp.
Yeah.
One of the first times in the entire franchise, the police kind of have more of a presence. In the other entries, the cops, if someone dies, cops show up and like,
Yep, someone's dead.
That's interesting. We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or I heard he was a good swimmer. That doesn't look right. Oh, well.
Literally in part 1 and part 2, there's like 0 police presence.
Yep.
Even at the end of part 2, like at no point does anyone get through the cops and the cops show up.
If a kid dies at a camp like that camp is closed. Like there's
nope.
If there's suspicious circumstances like that, everyone's going home.
No, you know why, Mark? Because the greasy camp owner sweeps that shit.
Oh yeah,
he pays off the right people.
He knows.
Those never make the real headlines.
That's right.
I'm just that's
it's true.
It's probably the most realistic thing about these films is that
exactly.
Actually, yeah. So camp begins and they break into their small groups and head off into the woods to make bases.
Yep.
And I immediately was like, oh no, is this going to be a no budget forest flick? Is the whole movie going to take place in the woods?
Yeah.
Like we're not even using the fucking campgrounds.
Kind of is.
It kind of is. Yeah, I was going to say I'm half right on that one, unfortunately. Officer Whitmore reveals his son was murdered at Rolling Hills last year and bonds with his group a little bit, including cool guy Tony and kind of main girl Marcia. They're, again, these movies don't give you much protagonist. They're kind of our final couple.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Counselor, well, they are, but they just have zero depth to them. Counselor Herman pervs on one of the female campers who just completely goes with it. Exactly like you pointed out. What is with this?
Except like Herman is like really strange. Like there's just zero.
I didn't write down the actor's name, but that guy has a very distinct. He plays like little dweeby weird guys. I've seen him in all kinds of things because he has a distinct voice and kind of a little like shrimpy look.
Yeah.
So it's very strange.
It's like his whole getup is creep.
Right. But like this hot, buxom, like teenage girl is like gonna go for him.
And he's married to the other woman. Like they're so like it's just the whole thing is I don't know. Why not just have her with some other camper?
Well, I mean husbands cheat all the time.
Sure.
Mark, as someone who has been unfaithful, I'm sure many times
every day
at this point. Right, exactly. Like given the opportunity.
Never.
Like that's probably again adding to the realism of this movie.
Right.
Yeah. Given the opportunity, I mean, sure. Yeah. Why not? Right.
What it screams of is
I can understand him, but I don't get her.
Yeah.
Like I get that this little dweeby guy is like, oh, I can fuck this like hot young girl. It's like, of course he's gonna go for it.
It's the kind of thing that you would see in a movie where the guy who's writing, producing, and directing the movie puts himself in the movie and writes a scene where he gets to do that so that he can do that. You
mean how like Tarantino wrote a scene where Selma Hayek like pours alcohol down her foot so he can suck on her toes in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Right, like you're in the movie, you're going to have to do it, but I also self-servingly included a scene. But I don't think this guy had anything to do with, I don't think Herman is like, I don't think he's involved in it. So he just,
I don't know.
Or he's like good friends
with
the guy.
Weird. I don't know. Yeah. Angela catches them fooling around and then proceeds to beat them to death with a stick.
Yep.
Like both of them. She like beats the shit out of the guy and then I think she beats the shit out of the girl like immediately after. So she's already, now we've got 3 people dead. That night, Angela kills everyone else in her group before torching the bodies. She then joins one of the other groups and lies that Herman asked her to switch with another girl. Angela then kills that girl, naturally. The groups participate in some random activities to pad out the runtime. Angela kills more people, including the female camp owner Lily, until finally she gets revealed by Officer Whitmore, who she instantly kills, and having a final fight with Marcia, who kicks Angela's ass and seemingly kills her? Or not.
She wakes back up in the ambulance. But yeah.
That's the plot of Sleepaway Camp 3. See how quick that one was? Like,
you can always tell the ones where Justin's invested by the plot summary.
It's not just that. It's like, you're right. Generally, the movies that I like more, I will put a little more effort in the plot, but I try to be as neutral as I can.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to...
That's exactly it. It's like, what do you want me to say? The plot is Angela sneaks into this stupid new camp and just proceeds to massacre everyone. Until 80 minutes or whatever the fuck the runtime is.
It's convenient as well that they're broken up into smaller groups so that she can... eliminate all of these kids and then move to another group and have nobody know what's happening, right? So I don't know. And you're right. Pretty much all of it takes place out in the forest, which is, yeah.
Okay. So 2 let me down. 3 really let me down. There's some things I like.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of problems.
It's a more derivative version of the second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, so here it's like, how does it work as a third entry, right? Like there's a lot of weight on that. I mean, if this is a trilogy or whatever the fuck, it's like you got to give us something new here, right? So Angela's back, just like the graffiti says. That's exciting. Why? What's her? Here's my question for you, Mark. What is Angela's goal in this movie?
I think she just wants to be at camp. She's drawn to camp. I don't know why. But,
in the second one, I kind of, like, if you're going to say it's a sequel, it works better because in the second one, it feels like she's trying to reintegrate. Yeah. In whatever fucked up, weird way her mind works, she is trying to reintegrate. But in the third one, she's not playing that bright-eyed character anymore who's excited to be at camp. It seems like she doesn't even want to be there.
Trip out on this.
That's my tent.
Bombs away!
Ah!
I warned you. Party all night! Teenage Wasteland!
Why did I think this year would be any different?
So, like, why is she there?
Yeah.
What is her purpose? What is her goal? The fact that I can't answer these questions is a problem. And the fact that Angela is our main character makes that problem exacerbated. You can't make Angela the main character if I don't have I don't know what is going on? What does she want?
Yeah.
Why is she there? So it's a very different Angela in this movie. She's playing it seems like in this movie, her goal is just like, oh, I'm just going to kill campers.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of slashers essentially just devolve into that, though. Like any sort of plot thread that the initial entry, like I don't think in Friday 13th Part 7, Jason is still killing campers to get back at, for revenge over his mother. I mean, at that point, it's just, all right, line them up so that he can kill them in creative ways, right? Are we still looking at it from that perspective? I think the biggest challenge that you have is that you see 2 and 3 as sequels to the first one, whereas I just don't. I don't think that there is enough of a connection there to really,
you think it's like Leprechaun? It's always a new Angela?
It's just, yeah. I mean, I know, yes, it's supposed to be the same character, but it really isn't.
But it isn't in the same
So
time.
when you're looking at Part 3 as the third in a trilogy, I'm just kind of seeing it as the second part of the Pamela Springsteen,
duology?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, but even as that, it doesn't quite work, right? So like at the beginning, Angela kills the girl to take her identity so she can get into the camp. So Angela makes an effort to get into this camp.
She wants to get back.
Why?
That's home for her.
Why?
That's
what? Okay.
She's drawn to the camp.
And also, like, how does Angela know to stalk this girl? How does she have the when she kills that Maria girl? She already has made herself up to look exactly like her. So she was stalking this girl.
The funny thing about it is that it's no one is going to recognize Maria based on her hairdo and her jean jacket. They're going to not recognize your face. So the only person that would be fooled would be somebody who doesn't know what Maria looks like anyway, in which case you don't have to pretend to look.
Oh, you mean everyone else at the camp. Right, exactly.
But you also look like you're in your late 20s, early 30s trying to impersonate someone who's like 17 years old. So putting on a pair of glasses and maybe a wig ain't going to cut it. So who are you trying to fool here anyway?
Like, why is she hiding? Like, and like that's the other thing. It's like, okay, everyone at this point. Remember, in Part 2, she gets away.
Yeah.
So they all know Angela Baker is Baker's her last name?
I think at this point she's
Angela Baker. They all know Angela Baker massacred all these people. She's on the run from the law.
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, I totally understand why she's going in disguise.
No, but why would you hide out in a camp, let alone the exact fucking same camp? You just massacred everyone.
She's going home.
Right.
Justin.
Talk about hiding in plain sight. Like, that's your plan?
Yeah.
You're going to hide out at the crime scene.
She's drawn to it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And of course, there just happens to be a cop at the camp who also has a connection to the previous entry.
He was the father of which camper?
I think it's Sean.
Is it? Yeah.
It's Sean. Yeah. I actually, so the Officer Whitmore character in this movie is probably my favorite character. They give him nothing to do.
Yeah.
But I like him in that he's the only character, and I'm including Angela, who actually has any motivation.
You actually kind of feel for him.
That, like, the story he gives about, like, losing his son to Angela and, like, what he's like, if I ever saw her, I'd kill her.
What would you do if you ever caught up with her? I'd kill her.
Well, what did she look like?
She's white, 5'5", 115 pounds, brown eyes, reddish brown hair. She's 21 years old.
Hey, what would you do if you ever met her?
I'd kill her.
And you feel it.
Yeah.
It's very believable. Yeah. See what happens when you give characters motivation? They feel real and you can relate and connect to them, right? Like,
so, of course,
it's not just a Looney Tunes character walking around with zero consequences.
He gets one of the worst kills in the franchise.
Right. So, like, yeah, it's such a wasted opportunity with him because they set him up where we finally have a character with motivation. And we also finally have somebody who could maybe fucking give the justice that Angela has coming to her.
Yep.
Because Angela's not a good person. She's
not
a piece
at this
of
point.
shit.
There's nothing redeemable.
There's nothing
about her.
redeeming about her. So like, and seemingly she's dodged all consequence.
Yep.
She's just walking through the fucking rain. Nothing's been tied to her. She's not really suffered much, honestly. You know, like debatably between part 1 and 2, I guess she was in a psych ward. But I mean, she got out pretty quick for having killed 13 people.
Any sympathy that we might have had from her childhood days from part 1 is long since gone at this point.
So they set him up like he's going to have this big showdown, and then she just shoots him.
Yeah, I think they
just waste that whole subplot in that character.
I think they made a mistake because his motivation should have been tied to the character that makes it the furthest, right? I mean, not to say that you have to do this in a cookie cutter format where the final girl is the one that has that connection, but you can't have your character that survives until the end have no value and then put the value and motivation behind this other character who doesn't make it, right? I mean, he makes it pretty far, but he doesn't really, the other thing too is that he doesn't figure out who she is. She pretty much just gives up and starts talking about how she used to kill all these kids. Like, she could have just remained undercover. She's the one that comes out with it and basically admits that she's the killer. So nobody solves the crime.
Because there's no consequence for Angela. She just doesn't matter. The only other characters they try to give us as main protagonists is Tony and Marcia.
Yep. I like them.
They have like
they're
three,
okay.
They have like 3 scenes.
Sure.
And they're like 3 2-minute scenes.
But you know,
they get nothing. Nothing.
He's in a gang and she's
attracted to the bad boy.
But he's becoming a better person because of
it's so pointless. Their whole thing, they're nothing characters. It's I'm choking on this because it's so stupid. It's not until 50 fucking minutes into the movie that her and him have any actual dialogue. 50 minutes in, they have a dialogue scene.
In a 79-minute movie.
Right, exactly. So like at the end of the movie. I think the funniest thing with them is the epilogue with them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I heard...
That's the funniest shit.
Okay, so this isn't in the movie, right?
Which?
But wasn't there something about how she actually has a boyfriend?
No, that's
back
in the movie.
home?
Yeah,
is it? Okay.
So at the very end of the movie, Tony, for all of the day that he's, maybe 2 days he's known Marcia, has completely fallen in love with her.
Right.
They're from different cities. He professes his love for her, and they're sitting in the back of the police car, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I have a boyfriend."
I love you so much, babe. Look, everything's gonna be okay. I'll move to Ohio. We can be together forever. Get married.
Tony,
What?
I kind of already have a boyfriend. You could come visit me.
Yeah, I could do that.
It just ruins all the feel good that they've set up.
But it actually, I kind of loved it because it so subverts your expectations.
You're like,
that
Sleepaway Camp 3.
Right. And you also kind of realize like, oh, Marcia's actually kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah. Right.
And then she's kind of like, well, you can visit. Implying like, well, I'll still fuck you on the side.
It
doesn't mean I'm not willing to cheat.
It basically has like a womp womp type thing. Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I kind of liked that. That was a fun little payoff. Mark, what do you got? What do you want to talk about 3?
Is there, I wonder, I think there's an R-rated version of this. Like the one that I don't know if there's 2 different versions of this, but the movie that all the kills in this movie, they cut away in a lot of them.
So this one was notoriously fucked up by the MPAA.
And
because this is 80 I think I said it was
89.
89, right.
Yeah.
So this would have been right around the time of like Friday Part 7 where they were hacking the shit out of all the kills. So like there's...
But I don't think there was a release that showed...
No,
like,
so I think in the Blu-rays we have the Scream Factory Blu-rays.
Okay.
There's like a work print version, but then you got to watch it in shitty quality and
you kind of have to go with what went out, right? Like, so if the version they released that's the one that you...
Sometimes they restore those unrated versions, but often... This is a travesty, unfortunately, in the modern era. So much of this old footage that got chopped up from Friday, like the Friday 13th films and the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the footage just gets lost. Like infamously, there's like an X-rated cut of the horror film. Do you know Event Horizon with Lawrence Fishburne? There's an X-rated version of that movie that's apparently like heinous, like Hellraiser level. They lost all the footage. Yeah. They can't find it.
I mean, that movie is good as it is, but I can only imagine what a
when you could show us like hellscape moment. Yeah. So like this is one of the things is they just time moves on. They lose, especially with these no budget movies. Somebody has to store this celluloid somewhere. Somebody has to store it.
Yeah.
And it gets lost. And what they end up getting is like work print versions that I don't know if those are off of like master tapes or whatever. Maybe I'm hopeful that now maybe with the advent of AI, and I know this is a controversial thing to say, but they could take that shitty raw footage, which is all they got, and AI could enhance it and fix it where it actually would then seamlessly blend back into the HD cut.
Integrate it seamlessly.
Yeah. That's my hope.
I mean, the challenge too is, nobody 35 years ago when these movies were coming out
thought about preservation.
Yeah.
No.
But like nobody...
The cutting room floor literally meant the garbage.
There aren't going to be two jackasses talking on something called a podcast or YouTube channel about this movie. It's going to be forgotten 6 months after we release it. So who cares, right? But, here we are wishing that they had kept it around, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about New Horizons Camp.
Okay.
I mean, no, there's some stuff to say. Yeah. Credit where credit's due. They use the exact, because they filmed 2 and 3 back to back. So they literally use the exact same location. And what they did was they're just like, so they're filming the same spot, and now it's part 3, and then they just bring in a new cast, and they're like, oh, here's the new group of campers, and a year has passed, and we changed what Angela looks like, right? I kind of got to give them a little bit of credit. They kind of pull it off okay.
You don't think that it's the same place.
No, it doesn't feel the same. Yeah. And there's a couple little things they do that are just genius little simple touches that sell that this is now a different camp and time has passed. Yeah. So we get, there's graffiti in the camp. The campers find in one of the cabins, there's graffiti on one of the walls that says, "Fuck you, Angela Baker."
Oh, okay.
Because remember, this is a crime scene where this horrific massacre took place. This is the first time they're opening up the campgrounds to new people. So seemingly, it feels like time has passed. Teenagers would have gone there and partied and like spray painted shit, right?
Somebody broke in, the way that kids always do, right?
Probably retold the story and we're like, yeah, fuck Angela, right? At one point they're fishing and Angela hooks the hockey mask from part 2. Again, clever little details, just little callbacks.
Yep.
That's clever. That's not bonking you over the head, but it rewards you if you had watched 2 before it, right? Again, it makes you feel like some time has passed. I think the idea of mixing rich kids and the inner city kids was fun. I think it's a fun concept.
Every interaction that they have with each other is
completely over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely over the top. Like the first opening scene, like there's like the one jock, like pretty boy, and he tries to like sit down with like the inner city kids, and one of them like pulls a switchblade. Just instantly pulls a switchblade. And then that guy later on, Angela tries to say something, and like he pulls a fucking gun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little idea that made for some fun moments.
Because the alternative is that they just have another random group of 15 kids again. And, at least this way, there's a little bit of characterization and they clash with each other. I love the guy that, I think he's the guy that had the knife, he's got the boom box.
The boom box.
And it's just,
it's constant. And they can't get him to turn it off.
But it's not real music. Just like you see this in movies all the time, right? They don't have enough money to copyright or get the rights to real music, so it's just random like beats. In the back, I love the music when
it's like cheap fake.
I would
like
love a
rap,
soundtrack of just
playing.
like
of like
the whole time he's there. This thing,
and
is
it's always
playing.
just basic. Just the most basic shit. Yeah. There's no way you don't have this noted. The dialogue in this movie is so needlessly crass and over the top and vulgar to a comedic level. I'm not even going to bother reading any of this shit. Here is your once per episode fucking montage. Here you go. I'm going to just show you a highlight reel of some of the choice dialogue in Sleepaway Camp 3. Goodbye, YouTube monetization. Enjoy.
Bobby Stark, okay if I sit with you?
Drop dead fag.
Do the guys get to sleep with the girls?
No.
Why not?
Because they're afraid we'll fuck.
Hey, you got a problem? Suck my dick, Spick.
I never said I liked country, but I'd rather listen to that than a bunch of darkies who can't sing.
Bitch.
Wilf! You dirty nigger. How you doing, honey? Okay, good. I wish I could say the same. That nigger could have killed me.
Maria and Bobby caught the fish. I think you should clean them.
Oh, fuck that shit.
You know, it's funny because one of the classic lines from the first movie is the eat shit and die, Ricky, or whatever. Then
eat shit and live.
Yeah. You know, and that, you know, in that movie is,
like, ooh.
you know, that's a 12-year-old kid, you know, saying that to each other.
Oh, no.
It has nothing on this one.
In this one, they're dropping F-bombs, N-bombs, literally, like actual N, like
I have a note
hard
about that.
R.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. We won't be making money off of this episode.
Like, not just swearing or crass, but like really, even at the time,
brutal
like,
racial
terms
slurs,
that like are outdated, that, you know, that are just like surprising that they would put them in a movie like
That's
this.
what I was saying.
Like,
it's so hard.
Like, did somebody not watch that and be like, ooh, we can't have that. We're gonna have to refilm that. Nope. They made it in the movie. Right. I mean, imagine being one of the actors that had to say one of those lines, watching that movie back and being like, yeah, that was me. I did that, unfortunately. Yeah. So,
Mark, I want to talk about the kills.
Yeah.
I mean, we have another high body count here.
Yeah.
I didn't write down the number, but it's something, you know, stupidly high again.
Yep.
I don't even remember. I think this one kind of suffers. The second one had some kind of fun creative kills. This one, they weren't as good. I feel like this one, there's some good ones. We can get into some specifics if there's any in particular you want to talk about. I think like there's the bottle rocket kill. That one's kind of fun.
Yeah, kind of blows his face up.
Yeah, she sticks a bottle rocket in the one kid's nose, and then it blows off like the front of his face.
And his friend is like asleep beside him,
and then wakes up
to see it happen.
Just starts shrieking. Probably my favorite kill in this one is the flagpole kill.
That was a good
fun.
one. Yeah,
that's fun. I like the idea of that. Angela, they're doing like this stupid group activity where they're like blindfolded and the other person's supposed to lead the blindfolded person.
It's like a trust exercise.
Yeah,
right?
Yes. And Angela just like takes this poor girl up to, it's the racist girl. Yeah. And I think it's right after she drops like
literally, right?
Yeah, it says the N-word. And she takes her to the flagpole, and then like they're not only are they blindfolded, they also have to tie themselves up.
Yeah, it's a trust exercise. Like, you have to put your faith in the person that's leading you, and if that person is leading you to a flagpole, to
then
run
tie
you up.
Yeah, because then Angela ties the girl to the to the rope, and then proceeds to lift her. Which, by the way, I don't think Angela would have the strength.
Never
to
in
do
a million
that.
years.
No,
yeah, I don't.
But it's still cool.
Yeah.
Like Jason could do that. Michael could do. Basically, anyone else besides Angela could do that. And then just drops her, like literally pulls her to the top, and then just drop, which is
I don't know how
pretty
that
horrific to think about.
You hear the thunk when she hits the ground.
They kind of show it a little bit
from the top, right? So you don't.
They don't show you a dummy hitting.
No,
but it's effective. It worked for me. I was like, that was a pretty brutal one. The most disappointing kill is that lawnmower kill they cut.
Yeah. This is we're gonna see this again in this franchise, but if you're gonna set something up like that, you really need to deliver on it. And I don't know if this is a situation where they had filmed something but then couldn't use it.
No, that is. So if you watch, I did watch the deleted scenes just because I'm always curious like what got cut. And there's a more gruesome version of this kill.
So then I will give them a bit more credit.
So no, they filmed a good kill. They just didn't get to show it. This is a Friday 6 or 7, whatever the one with the head crush was. Yeah. Is that 7 or is that 6? I think it's 6.
7 was the one that was notoriously cut.
But 6 also has problems because 6, I think it's the head squeeze. They don't show it. Yep, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's that one.
Like you don't get to see the horn get shoved in the guy's.
That's 7.
Yeah, you don't get to see the
7 got butchered. That's probably why it wasn't high for me. But 6, I think, has like a head crush they couldn't show. Yeah, which is weird because they show the head crush in part 3 where the eyeball comes out. Like I don't know.
Changing times.
Yeah. Yep. What was holding that eyeball in part 3? You know when he crushes the guy's eyeball and it comes out?
It was on like a fishing line.
But then the eyeball just stops, and it's like. Does the human body is that how that works?
Yeah.
It's like on like a pole that comes out of your eye socket. Right. Like the vein turns into like a stick.
There's a bone.
There's a bone.
That connects your eyeball to your skull, right?
Oh, the eye bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that in that song. Yeah. The
eye bone connected
to the eyeball.
Yeah.
But the problem there's a good amount of kills. I think this is a issue of quantity versus quality.
Yeah. They kill a number of people with sticks. Like too many.
Just a lot of not creative kills in this movie. Well, Angela shoots the cop.
Yeah, that's in any slasher. If you're using a gun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
like it's not that kind of movie
because it just doesn't have the same impact. Like, if you're gonna use a gun, it's got to be something that's over the top. Like it's got to be like a shotgun that like blows off somebody's limb or blows off a head.
It was just
a
pistol that had a couple little squigs. Yeah, whatever they call it.
So. But again, this goes back to like we got a bunch of kills and we got a nothing story. There's just no story, and we have the most criminal padding scene in the entire movie or entire franchise.
Yeah,
there is a scene, and it's like it just goes on, and there's a lot of shots in this movie of Angela just walking around. Do you notice this? There's a lot of shit where Angela just walks off and she's like looking for shit to kill the other people with, or in this case, she goes on this long walk to take out garbage and she starts having flashbacks from part 2. So they reuse a bunch of footage. And then there's this entire scene that I don't know if it was a cut scene from 2 or what the fuck, but it's like her giving a speech.
It's almost like the continuation of her singing the song, right? I kind of like this scene, actually. I know why you don't like it, because it's basically just...
No, it exists to pad out the movie.
Right. And it's not really... But they do add some original touches to it. Like you like me, you really like me. I like the scene because it gives us the idea to, in a movie where characterization and development is razor thin, we do get a little bit of development for Angela here. Like, you can start to see that she has this unhealthy attachment to this camp that she is drawn to. Because like you said, why come back here? Everyone's looking for you. The last place you would want to be is this camp where everyone is thinking you're going to be. She has to go back, right? She's drawn to it. It's the only place where, for whatever reason, she feels like she belongs, even if, her belonging is killing everybody else in the process. I like the scene. I wish that it wasn't inserted for the reason that it was. Because if it was actually there for plot development, it kind of works for me.
Okay, fair enough. They're trying to give Angela a little bit of depth. Yeah. Fair enough. I agree with that. The problem is Angela's a fucking monster. So like, who fucking cares? Well, that's the issue. Yeah. Like, they never, like, if you're going to do that, the way to do that would be have the other characters talk about it and be like, I kind of feel bad for Angela. Similar to how they do it in part 2 with Jason, where the one girl's like, wouldn't that be traumatic for a young boy? It's like, that's how you do that. Yeah. You don't have Jason walking through the woods and then we see him having flashbacks of him and his mom.
Right, but he doesn't talk, right? So this is I don't know. The other thing about it too is when she's singing the song and then they give her the award.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you like me, you really like me, or you love me, or whatever. I don't know if that actually happened. Right, so you're questioning whether or not.
Oh no, that definitely didn't happen. That was
just is this in her mind, or
that's
is
what
this
she wants. She wants everyone to love her, right, for who she is.
But we don't know for certain that that's what so it kind of leaves it open for interpretation, right? Like,
okay, I want to like Angela.
Yeah,
trust me, I want to like Angela. They just don't use her right. That's not how you. Okay, so. Angela is kind of, we talked about the different classifications. Angela is supposed to be the pun-spewing slasher.
Yeah.
But she's not all that funny.
No.
Happy camping.
Thanks. Have a nice life.
God. What's left of it?
Where's Cindy?
She's at the main camp. She's got a headache. Angels are pretty, angels can fly, and here is an angel that can make you die. You've got no style, you've got no flair, all you do is fight and swear. So say your prayers and make amends, 'cause your life story is about to end. Fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean,
she's okay.
She's got a few.
Okay. This is actually my favorite version of Angela.
Yeah.
This one, in part 3. To Pamela Springsteen's credit, she does a really good job giving you different versions of Angela.
Yeah.
This is not the happy-go-lucky, overly optimistic Angela from part 2. This is a burnt out, drifter Angela. Yeah. She's almost like nihilistic at this point.
Which I thought was a good choice because you can't get away from the fact that she's aging naturally as a person, right? So, to have her be a little bit older, a little bit crustier, a little bit
more like grizzly on edge.
I'm not screwing around anymore.
Yeah. And to their credit, man, did they ever nail the new look. This is my favorite look.
Yeah.
She has different hair.
Yeah.
She's a little cuter, a little more done up, and she has like the badass sunglasses, and like I just like this look of Angela. She is in 2. She still kind of felt like the awkward, geeky Felissa Rose, a grown-up Felissa Rose.
Yeah, but you always love it when they when these characters get their MTV glow up.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, if you want me to like these dumb slasher movies,
you got to give me something.
Yeah, and I kind of she has a glow up in this one, and Pamela Springsteen really tweaks her performance, and they did a good job making her look different, where it feels distinct. Like if you showed me an image of her in part 2 and her in part 3, you could almost convince me it was a different actress. Yeah. They look very different. And considering they would have had a couple weeks to tweak her look, they kind of nailed it.
It's not like there's years in between. Yeah.
And a lot of the imagery that I've seen for Sleepaway Camp, they use this version of Angela, the part 3 cool girl with the sunglasses. I've seen a lot of this imagery used. Or they use the part 1 stuff, but yeah. No, it's good. Yep. Yeah, that's good. I only have one last thing to talk about. Mark, what do you want to talk about?
You mentioned I like some of the, I don't know if you're going to include some of the one-liners.
Oh, sure. Give me one. What do you got?
Like Cindy when she falls and hits the ground after the flagpole. Somebody asks, where's Cindy? Oh, she had a headache.
Because her head cracks the thing. Yeah. There's some that kind of thing. I actually think her one-liners aren't good, but I think some of the dry humor works.
Yeah.
It's in part 2. Actually, there's a really funny. I don't know if I don't think I mentioned this. They're doing that game with the kids where it's like, these are the eyeballs of a witch, and these are the hair. And Angela has the thing, and the one counselor's like, what is that? And she's like, teenager brains.
Gross! Slimy gopher guts.
Look out, putrid wild elephant hearts. Dead teenagers' brains. Angela, what's really in there? Dead teenagers' brains.
And you're like, oh.
But it actually is teenager brains. So that's what I think Angela works funnier when she's not trying to be funny. When she's trying to be quippy, I just don't think they had smart enough writers to make them very good. Yeah. Or they should have just made the puns cringier. I don't know. Right. They're not super smart, but they're not so bad. They're just kind of They're forgettable.
I thought it worked for what it was.
I think the dry humor works better. Yeah, her dry humor moments are good. Yeah.
I love the song at the end over the final credits.
It's my final thing I want to talk about. Boy, do I have a lot to talk about here. I did a fucking ton of research on this, Mark. Okay. The end credit scene goes so fucking hard.
Sleepaway.
Okay, so it ends, it cuts to credits, and we get this incredible fucking song composed and performed by John Altyn. The song is called Sleepaway. Yep. Okay? I'm going to play you a bit of it right now. Mommy and Daddy put their trust in you. You can make them proud, it's the least you can do. Sleep away. Sleep away. Sleep away. This song is fucking amazing. Go out and find this song.
It might be the best part of the movie.
I'm glad you bring that up. I actually have that note. This song is better than the movie it's in. This song is so good, it deserves to be in a better film. Honestly, this is better than the movie that it's a part of, okay? John Altyn also did an amazing song in part 2. In the scene where I think it's Allie and the guy are fucking in the camp or in the cabin and they have the boombox.
Yep.
The song is called Out of Control. And it's also a fucking banger of a song. I'm going to play a bit of that right now as well. Born in the burbs, life's been a breeze. 17 years old, he does what he please. Bored with his life, wants to get high. Heading for the city streets, kiss his ass goodbye. Another amazing song. So John Altyn is the fucking man. He is so good at creating these like hard kicking, rocking, in your face, fucking badass songs. Are you ready for some insane trivia?
I'm glad. I am thoroughly excited that you did this. So,
I mean, it caught me too because it was so good when that credits came on. I was like, what?
It might be the only 3 minutes in the movie that really deserves its runtime.
Yeah, like it was such a banger that I went, okay, what is this?
I never stop and listen to credits or watch them.
Yeah. So John Altyn, who unfortunately didn't have a illustrious career as like a composer or a songwriter or like a musician, but he was involved in the 80s. He was involved with a lot of random like horror movie projects. Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are one of the big ones. And by the way, if you like those songs, support John Altyn. They actually just released a small LP with those songs from Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3.
Oh, get out.
This is like recent. You can buy, and it's got like Angela's on the cover, like it got a gorgeous hand-drawn cover, and it's literally the songs by John Altyn for those movies.
Ooh.
So
he might be the star of this franchise.
John Altyn is the fucking man.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to blow your mind.
Okay.
John Altyn wrote and I shouldn't say wrote. John Altyn performed and created a song that was originally going to be the theme song for Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
No way.
The song is called Nightmares, and it was replaced at the last minute by
Dream Warriors?
By Dokken.
Yeah. Wow.
I had to scour. So I read an article on John Altyn. I read like an interview that this was like a recent interview, like a couple years ago. And as soon as I found that, I was like, where is this song? Where is this song? As you know, I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. It's my favorite horror franchise. So I scoured the internet to find this song, and I found
Tell me you've got it.
I've got it. This song is so obscure, it's not even on YouTube. It does not. You can listen to Out of Control and Sleepaway on YouTube. You cannot listen to Nightmares.
So
Until now.
I was going to say, you're hearing it first here.
Until now. So rather than play you the entire song, I've decided to do something special.
Oh, okay.
I love this song so much.
I'm blown away here. This is incredible.
I felt it needed its own music video. And so I have edited together a music video for Nightmares by John Altyn, which you can now view and listen to on YouTube, and it will be posted with this fucking video. Check for the link in the description. Watch that shit now. Listen to this banger of a song.
What did you use for the video? Like from Nightmare on Elm Street?
It's all Nightmare on Elm Street 3 clips.
Oh my God. John Altyn?
John Altyn.
Oh, dude. I feel like if we were ever going to have a guest on the show, it might have to be him. Like, given the love that we're pouring on this band.
I love his other 2 songs from Sleepaway Camp are fucking amazing. Yep. His Nightmares song is fucking killer.
Oh, geez. I've never heard this before.
It's really good. I'm going to play it for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to save it. We're not listening to it in this one. Go and find the video that I put up on YouTube. Find the music video and give it a like and see what you think. I put a lot of effort into this one.
This is the production value that you get with Slash Cinema. I know, the commentary that we provide is shit. But the behind the scenes work that Justin does, oof, jeez.
This is the next level, baby.
I mean, I'm on the show and I'm blown away. So congratulations, my friend. That's huge.
Give it a watch, give it a listen, and tell me what you guys think. It's a fucking killer song, and honestly, it could have totally worked as the title theme. I obviously love Dawkins, and I love Dream Warriors. It's a masterpiece. It's classic. It works for that.
Yeah.
I'm saying this should have at least been a part of the soundtrack. I find it weird that they're just like if it's not the title, get rid of it. It's like it could have been a credits song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So there you go, buddy.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it.
I was excited to surprise you with that one. Yeah, that's been my secret project I've been working on. Yeah, so.
Oh man.